The sun hung low over Stamford Bridge, casting long shadows over the empty stands, as if the stadium itself was holding its breath. The news had broken just days before. Roman Abramovich was returning. The man who had once revolutionized Chelsea, who had turned them into a European powerhouse, was back. The band that had forced him into exile was no more. The club, the city, and the footballing world were bracing for a moment few had ever dared to imagine. Rumors had swirled for weeks, quiet discussions in boardrooms, clandestine meetings in exclusive London hotels, whispers among staff who had never quite believed that the Abramovich era was truly over. When confirmation came, it was as if a dormant beast had been awakened. Outside Stamford Bridge, thousands of fans gathered. Some had never known a Chelsea without Abramovich, others remembered the pre-2003 days, the struggles, the near misses, the club that once aspired but never quite reached. Under Abramovich, everything had changed. League titles, domestic cups, European triumphs, Chelsea had become a global force, and now, he was back. Dressed in his familiar understated style, Abramovich arrived in a sleek black car, escorted by security that struggled to hold back the surging crowd. Fans chanted his name, some reaching out, desperate for a glimpse, a wave, a sign that their old leader had truly returned. He stepped out slowly, his expression unreadable. Years had passed, and the weight of those years was visible in the creases of his face, the silver that streaked his beard. But there was something else in his eyes, determination, perhaps even a flicker of vengeance. Inside the club, the boardroom was silent as he entered. The men and women in suits, the ones who had steered the club through turbulent waters in his absence, rose to their feet. There was no applause, only expectation. He took his seat at the head of the table, where he had once ruled unchallenged. A deep breath. A pause. Then, in his measured Russian-accented English, he spoke. "I never truly left," he said simply. Across London, headlines exploded. Across Europe, rival clubs braced themselves. And inside Stamford Bridge, something long thought lost was returning. Chelsea, reborn.